The Battle Realm. One day this place will be my grave. But it was an endless source of wonder and discovery when I was a young man. I took pride in unearthing its treasures. I cataloged and collected all I could get my hands on. Today, I obsess about only one thing: the future. But the mistakes of my youth are never too far away. They pull me in like a black hole, always looming on the horizon. Master, I am back. I can only escape its gravity for so long.
I am T'Challa, son of T'Chaka. Through many generations, my ancestors have helped build Wakanda into the envy of the world. Then you came and brought my country to its knees. I realize you can pulverize me with a thought, wish me out of existence with your powerful gauntlet. But you are on Wakandan sacred soil, and therefore bound by its law. If you accept my challenge, you must come down from your stolen throne and fight me. So I challenge you, usurper. Face the Black Panther, or name a champion who will.
Challenge accepted. But I don't need to name my champion. You know him already.
Tired of fighting endlessly for their master's entertainment, their plan was simple. Lure out the vigilant wardens that held them captive at the behest of their masters. It would be their last chance to escape. Friends and foes united and fought side by side. And just as the battle looked won, the real threat made itself known. Their plan was simple, but I was too late. Again.
I had a nightmare last night. I was chained to a cliff overlooking the battle realm. Every night, a large predator would come and devour my left hand, which would grow back the next morning. I felt sharp fangs puncturing hard metal until they found soft flesh and bone. I would pass out from the pain, only to wake up in a different kind of agony, as metal and tissue slowly regenerated. And so my torture went on for a very long time. Until one night, the beast did not come. Instead, I heard footsteps. It was a beautiful woman, all dressed in black. She held my newborn hand, but instead of harming it, she carefully planted an infinity stone on its back. Except the gem wasn't there. Instead, the whole universe was the gem, and the gem was a gap where nothing existed. Neither life nor death. My enemies call me the Mad Titan, but where simpler minds see only chaos, I see divine purpose. If that's being insane, then call me mad. I had a dream last night. The universe was broken, and only I knew how to fix it. Opportunity revealed the genesis of my plan. In shadows, I worked on its evolution, but was opposed by a deplorable band of so-called heroes. War against them became inevitable, but fate turned against me. Chaos ensued. Like insolent children, my enemies believed they could escape from my grasp. But it's a matter of time until Thanos turns the tide and becomes their worst nightmare. For I have completed my gauntlet, and I'm coming for all of them. Death at my heels.
Sigo recordando ese día, cuando el extraño de rojo pasó por el pueblo.
Forgive me, Padre, for I have sinned. A lot.
Estoy escuchando, mi hijo.
Well, where should I begin? It was my first day in kindergarten. Little Billy was being a bully to little Susie, so I hit a snake in his tricycle, just to give him a good scare. Turns out the snake wasn't venomous, but what do you want? I was only 3 at the time, Padre, and my Ophidian taxonomy skills were not as developed as they are today. Plus, But I digress again. I think that pretty much covers the killing part of my capital sins. How many are there again? Is it 4? Don't worry, Padre. I will keep this list short. Unless one of them is lust. Ooh, if it's lust. Oh boy. If it is, I hope you've got some time. What am I saying? Of course you do. I killed all the other sinners in town. I'm so sorry, that was a bad joke, Padre. Anywho.
El extraño me abrió los ojos a la crueldad del mundo. Desde ese día, decidí seguir sus pasos. ¡Como Masacre!
Peanut.
Daddy!
Ready for your ghost story?
Yes!
Once upon a time, by which I mean last week. And that's how your dad saved the day.
What's wrong, Daddy? Afraid of a little bug?
Good evening everyone, and welcome to the first meeting of the Revolution 2.0, or as I like to call it, the Re-Revolution. I'm Korg, I'm kind of the leader here, and this little guy by my side is Meek. He doesn't do much, but I feel bad for stepping on him a couple of weeks back, so I hired him as our new recruitment officer. Quick roll call. The Summoner, present. Angry Lady, present. And you, present. That's 3 presents in the attendance book, so 7 people in total. Our best turnout ever. First order of the day is recruitment. I've printed way too many pamphlets this time, so we need to squeeze in a few more recruits before Friday. Meek can give you more details. Meek. Anyway, these are our new candidates. Meek found these guys on the internet. Some of them have a lot of followers, so if we can get them to join, the revolution will be a success. Or at least we'll get a lot of likes. Now I'll use my big wooden fork to choose 3 people at random. Here you go. Who do we have here? Red-faced guy. Maybe he had too much sun and his nose fell off. But we don't like to judge. We're an equal opportunity revolution. We'll add to our list of demands free plastic surgeries for those in need. This one is a great warrior, but we can't have a guy running around with an armor made entirely out of gold. It might send the wrong message since we're a workers' revolution. I'll put it in the maybe pile. Hey, I know this guy. This is the original Doug. Oh, but Doug is dead. Sorry guys, Meek has a little trouble telling dead humanoids from living ones. Here little buddy, if the eyes are bugged out and the tongue is dangling, he's probably dead. The flies are a giveaway too. Anyway, Don't worry, I put you in charge of recruitment, it's my fault. I felt bad. You had misplaced your battle suit with the knives for hands, and I wanted to give you a cushy office job. Okay, I'll bring you to the fight with me. Look at the little bugger, Summoner. I just can't say no when he looks at me like that. Come on, Meek. Come on, you little cutie. Okie dokie, quick roll call. The Summoner, present. He's been summoned, and he turned up, so who's the Summoner, really? You can still keep your name as Summoner, even though you didn't summon me, I summoned you. So you'll become a visitor. You should change your name to the Visitor. Anyway, the Summoner, present. Angry Lady, present. And you, you know what? I'll put you down as 3 presents in the attendance book. So 7 people in total. That's our best turnout ever.
You've been a bad boy, Mr. Rosevich. Yes, I know all about the fight behind the school. 5 boys ganged up on you. And little yellow-belly Arkady curled up into a ball crying and didn't even try to fight back. Now that's more like it. That's the fire I saw in you when I first brought you to my school. The world has done you wrong, Arkady. But the weapons of your revenge are in your own hands. Do as I say, and we shall drive them into our enemies' hearts. Together.
Heed my words, O champion. Many eons ago, here in the same soil where today your blood is spilled, the first contest of champions took place. It was fought in an arena made of rock and crystal. It was built by the hands of a peaceful race forced into slavery by the cruel being running that contest. But one day, among the lambs, a lion was born. His name was ÆGON. From an early age, he desired above all to be a gladiator. He trained day and night in secret, dreaming of glory in the arena. Defying the strict code of non-violence of his race, ÆGON entered the contest in disguise. That's where he met Cleo, a slave girl who tended to tired gladiators in between fights. ÆGON had never seen such a lovely creature. Cleo was a dreamer. Her idealist mind was free from the shackles that bound her fragile body. Behind the twin suns of her eyes, ÆGON could see a deep sense of compassion for all beings oppressed by their master. Inspired to become a better man, he vowed to win the contest for Cleo and use the prize to free their people. From that day forward, against all odds, ÆGON fought his way through champions way above his league. He had no powers, no advanced technology, no cosmic weapons. All he needed to win was right there, watching him nervously from the edge of the arena. Until ÆGON finally reached the title fight against the master of the contest himself. The master was an elder of the universe, bloated by years of feeding off the power of the ISO 8. ÆGON had no chance against such a corrupted creature. The very existence of Aegon irritated the Master. It was a mockery to him that such a pathetic being would get so far in this contest. In a fit of rage, he plucked Aegon's arm from its socket, as if looking for a hidden source of power in his mortal flesh. In desperation, Cleo rushed the arena to save her beloved. The Master flung her across the arena like an insect. A couple of seconds, that's all she bought Aegon. That's all he needed. It was all over. Aegon was the winner of the first contest of champions. But the price was too high. For his victory, Aegon was awarded a golden belt forged from the isosphere itself. It was a weapon with the power to supercharge the wearer's innate abilities and extend their natural lifespan. But it could not bring her back. With the Master dead, all the slaves were freed. A mass exodus soon began. But the high priests of his people would not let Aegon come with them. In the eyes of their strict culture, his choice of a violent life had made him a pariah. In anger, Aegon instinctively activated the belt's cosmic powers for the first time. It was an energy manifestation of his severed limb, summoned by his fury. With that power, Aegon could have forced them to take him. He could have forcibly become their king if he so wished. But then he remembered. He had lost an important part of himself in the contest, and no amount of power could make him whole. Aegon had chosen the life of a warrior, and that had changed him. He decided to stay behind in the battle realm, watching from a distance as contests would come and go. An immortal gladiator with no desire to ever enter the arena again.